I have got an email to close up the show today from a sweet young man named Daniel. Now, Daniel, like many of you out there, are young men, impressionable minds who are looking for answers and better ways to live a more holistic, natural life. And he heard our discussion, mine and Bert's, about wiping, how we wipe from the front. We march to the beat of our own wipe. We march from the front. Others, they wipe from the back.
The normal.
Normal is a subjective term, Elon. I don't want to go that far. Say normal. I mean,
The standard.
body positivity, Elon. So I'm going to read this email. I thought it was a great email, and I wanted to share it with all you guys. And it really it created a new dimension on this whole conversation about front wiping versus back wiping.
Okay.
Something that I had, which was an unintended consequence, but a wonderful consequence of it. So let me begin here. Dear Ethan, for 25 years, I have been a back-wiping Neanderthal. Today, I am proud to say that I have thrown in the toilet paper and have committed to front wiping moving forward.
Wow.
I was first introduced to front wiping in high school when a participant on a reality show revealed to his peers that he wiped from the front. I, like the other people on the show, was disgusted by the thought of it. It garnered the typical reaction that most unenlightened people have, where they imagine smearing feces up their ball sack. Out of my own curiosity, I tried it one day and confirmed my own suspicion that it was an insufficient way of cleaning my ass. And due to my own naivety, however, I now realize I was doing it incorrectly by converting my own stand-up back wiping technique to a front style that was wildly uncomfortable. Fast forward to 10 years later, and a big fan of your show. I was disappointed to be faced with the issue once again. You spoke with Tom Segura and Chris D'Elia. I found myself disagreeing with you, as I had already settled this debate myself as a teenager. It was not until your episode with Bert Kreischer that I was willing to give front wiping a second chance. When I learned that you remained seated through the experience, I realized I had made a mistake in my past experience. Then, something that either you or Bert said really clicked with me. It does not make sense to wipe a hole. It needs to be a scoop in order to clean. And I do believe that was me that
so
said that.
Gross.
After this, I was ready to truly... Ela, please, we're talking about scooping. This is personal and spiritual. After this, I was ready to truly open myself to change in my wiping technique. While it felt a bit weird at first, I have been blown away by the results. First off, it is more a natural reach, as opposed to the awkward and standing up and reaching backward.
You don't need to stand up. I stay seated.
A lot of people stand up. You guys back there, do you stand up when you wipe from the back?
It's more of like a slight lift and
you
kneel.
lift.
Yeah, I mean,
you lift.
It's not a full stand. It's definitely
you lift.
I mean,
well,
it's still technically seated, I'd say. Somewhere in between.
It's a lift. A lot of people
now he's
stand.
Now he's got to
try
the back wipe again.
Can I? This is emotional.
Okay.
This is important to me. First off, it is more natural reach, as opposed to the awkward stand-up and reaching backwards. Secondly, I'm able to perform a quick couple of scoops.
Going nuts.
To finish. Scoop. It's what he wrote, and it's what I said. God damn it, this is the truth. As opposed to a rough wipe that only makes the task harder as you smear shit up your ass crack. And lastly, I'm able to finish in less wipes with a cleaner result. I just wanted to thank you for your continued efforts. You are truly the Nelson Mandela of wiping. And I feel as if I am not the only person to be converted by your wisdom. I had doubts about this technique for a decade, and I can only think about all the wasted time I've spent using an inefficient wiping motion. I recommend all back wipers give it 1 week trial because the result is truly life-changing. Thank you. Yours sincerely, Daniel. P.S.
Wow.
I do not use baby wipes. I have heard nothing but horror stories about the damn... Okay, no, yeah. You had me until you started talking shit on baby wipes, Daniel. But I think it's really wonderful. I think I was moved because it was never my intention to convert anyone.
I
Only
never
to
thought it was
explain
possible.
myself as a misunderstood soul, a victim of my own success of wiping. But
I hope that it doesn't switch back once he understands that he doesn't need to stand up to wipe from the back.
Dude's been wiping his ass his whole life. He knows what he's doing. Interestingly, Zach, I just heard, our sound guy, he's our sound intern. He's helping us out with sound. He told me today that in his house, they don't even have toilet paper. They go pure wet wipe.
Which I've never seen, ever.
Never seen that. And frankly, I find it a little strange because I would never recommend to start wet because that's just asking for trouble. I recommend to Zach and to anyone else out there, you have to take a hybrid approach because you want to start dry and wet. So Zach, welcome aboard. Pretty strange. Zach, do you wipe from the front or the back? Can you talk into the mic?
I do the Ethan Klein method.
You serious?
Yes, I do.
Whoa.
At first, I was doing before, but I tried it out, and I happen to really like it.
Wait, are you fucking kidding me?
I
You're a
swear-
I don't
convert?
know if he's just saying
I
that.
swear to you, you want me to bend over? I mean,
Yes.
I don't know what that would prove to
I
us.
don't know what that would prove.
I'm very clean.
Wait.
now.
Let me get this straight, Zach.
Are you just saying this to get the
No,
job right
absolutely
here or
not.
something?
I
He wouldn't
swear
lie
to
about
God,
this.
I swear to
You
God.
switched.
He wouldn't lie about this, Hila. It's embarrassing.
It is very embarrassing, but baby wipes, let me tell you, save your life.
Hold on.
No,
Back
no,
up.
forget about the baby
Yeah,
wipe.
back up. Hang on. You're telling me that you wiped from the back until you heard this show, and then, based on my anecdote, you decided to lift your own balls and dick in one hand,
Yeah.
reach under them, and scoop out the shit from the front,
At 100% yes.
I cannot believe it.
and you prefer it.
I do prefer it, yes.
Dude! That's incredible!
Wait, and Ian is a front wiper?
Now, Ian, I don't know that we've ever asked Ian. Where do you wipe from, Ian?
I think we did.
I'm from the front seat.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then you're a back wiper.
I'm,
Wait,
I'm, I'm
hold
a sane
on.
person, right?
Yeah.
Wait, Dan is the odd man out here for once. And Ian, have you always wiped from the front?
No, I converted probably high school.
Are you kidding? Oh,
Wait,
okay.
what made you convert? What makes you say to yourself in the middle of your life that you're going to start lifting up your dick and balls and scooping out shit from underneath it?
I didn't know that that was possible. And then I think someone in a show said it. And I went, what? That's madness.
Huh.
But I tried it and I never went back.
And you think it's superior?
Absolutely.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Bogus.
Listen to me.
Bogus.
I am truly a prophet. I've been saying this. Dan, have you tried it? Now
You know what? I did. Yes. No, I gave it an honest go.
Did you scoop though?
There was some scooping, yeah. I mean, no, I wanted to be objective, you know. I
didn't
tried
like
to
it?
go into it without bias. Didn't like it. Didn't like it.
Now, Dan, tell me, you were sitting on the John,
Right.
and
It's generally where I do
and
my
then-
business. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure you did the technique right. And then, which hand did you wipe with?
Oh, well, I'm a righty, so with the
So
right.
you lifted your balls and dick with your left hand.
Correct.
You remained seated,
Yes.
and
Right.
then you went in with the right hand.
Went in underhanded technique.
Yeah,
And,
that's how you do it.
I know. I think I nailed it. I think I nailed the technique, and I'm not a fan. It's
You
all right.
may need to try the goop.
Maybe stick
Technique.
an egg in there.
Yeah.
I'm down for that for sure.
You need
Let's
to
order
open your
some for the
chakras.
office. Yeah.
Well, I have
absolutely.
to tell you, this was an eye-opening development
can't
in this whole saga.
believe-
Not only was Zach a recent convert,
Yeah.
but that Ian, independent, and Ian, he's a talented young man. He's intelligent. He's got a good head on his shoulders. In high school, he said to himself, "There's got to be a better way," and he was converted from that first scoop. And I find that
I
powerful.
can't believe that we just found out 2 conversions in 1 week.
Wow. Who says that we
Bravo,
don't do
Ethan.
amazing
Bravo.
work here?